discussion, business of order, we have discussion of pay-as-you-throw survey results. As you must have seen, most of us, that we had sent out a survey for pay-as-you-throw system, and the
but
results
should you govern
came back.
by survey?
So the results are there.
And a
on
lot of
the
people didn't do the
screen for
survey.
you guys.
55% of the people that did the
55%
survey.
of them voted to keep the current system.
That's not 55% of residents.
Away. There were plenty of comments into the systems. We at least 20 pages of comments we went through. Most of them wanted the system to remain. Some comments were related to the bags. So I thought one of the things that folks thought that the bag is not recycle or environmental friendly. That's we procured the bags. They're 100% made from recycled material. So that's one thing. One of the other things folks had was it doesn't come with a tying knot, and we cannot tie our trash. So we lose capacity when trying with something else.
On the knot thing, we used to have a resident who worked in plastics. He said the reason you don't want the bag to have the ties is you're losing, because that comes out of the overall bag size. So it actually is cutting your bag in size. So if you come with, and you'll notice that if you buy bags for your kids, that have the ties and ones that don't, they're actually the same size, and they just cut the ties out. So you'll lose capacity if you get the ties. So that's why when we went out to bid for bags, when we did, a couple years ago, we chose not to go for the ties.
So why didn't they do like the Glad kitchen bags that have
we
the thing that
will look
runs
into
through?
Something that will have a better performance on the back side, but definitely we'll look at different options. So I know there are people who are passionate about this issue on both sides. There are people who keep it, and there are people who really hate it. But it is based on what the folks want in our community. When I first came in, I personally never liked it because I hated it.
Not all the residents took the survey.
The flat rate.
So is it fair?
But being on the board here, I see the process, why it was placed, how it works, the price.
This is because he lives in a townhouse community.
I feel now it's a very fair system.
And people don't even take in their recycling containers. But that is a function of the homeowners association not telling people to.
Understanding why it is this way. I think that will go towards us maybe educating them and communicating it more why this system was in place. And maybe if the demographics changes and next time when we have a survey and we have more people who want to go to
it was a survey. It wasn't a voters referendum.
That's what we are.
It's like a traffic study.
My only
How good does that do?
With the whole thing is, and I don't want to be negative about it, it's just the fact that there's 3,000 other people that are very busy with families and so forth that don't really take the time to do the surveys and come up, and they're the ones that would probably save the most from changing something like that. But I just wanted to throw that out there. But doing a survey, got to go by the results, I guess, of the survey. I'm not all for that, but that's my 2 cents that I wanted to put out there. So.
Yeah, go ahead. You want to come up to the mic and state your name? I mean, we know.
My name is Diane Snyder. Yeah, I was just wondering if we should give a
she
little
used to
more
be
attention
involved
to the
with
fact that I read through what you had
the
on
township?
there on the website, that we are, it seems like we are the highest recycling community in Pennsylvania.
Oh, pat yourself on the
Is
back,
that true?
sister.
We're in the top.
Yeah, we are in the top.
Okay, well, the way you write, it sounded like at the top of the top. But I think that's wonderful. I personally am very fond of the system, and I know not all of us are, but apparently enough people. It's doing the job, and if there's a way to make it more acceptable to more people, maybe that's, you need to follow up on those people who really don't like it. And maybe there's no way
The bags
to
rip,
satisfy
they're
them.
cheap.
But I think we ought to be proud
Sometimes
of
the
it.
places
I am proud
that
of
sell
it.
the bags
I am
are
proud of
rather
it.
arbitrary
And
with the
I
pricing.
really think it was
Thank you.
a good decision on the township's part, and I'm glad that we're not going to be changing to something else. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you. Anybody else?
And there goes the audio again. What's with the
My name is
audio?
Chris Paskey, and some of you will know me. I was on municipal services for 25 years.
Oh, here comes another
Watched
rah-rah.
over this program for all that time, and we looked at the same issue multiple times. Each time we came up with, it's better for people and the environment to do this. Now, we have some people...
Plastic bags are better for the environment?
Bags.
Okay.
I said, I don't
Okay.
believe you're really using the system properly. I had 3 kids, 2 in diapers. I sold 1 bag a week. So if I can do that, anybody should be able to make sure they go
Were you
through 1
burning
bag
your
for
trash
2
in the
weeks.
backyard, dude?
2 weeks, you're spending, what, $130 a year? You ain't gonna get that through a flat rate.
Ain't.
That's what we proposed.
But I go through less than that. I go through 1 bag every 2 to 3 weeks. That would be a huge jump for me. So really,
Okay.
the other thing is with the survey, did you verify that the people that responded are part of the system? Because a big issue that we had was there was a lot of people that never put any bags out, that were taking it somewhere else. Well, are those folks included? Were they?
But how do you,
Did anybody verify the fact that these people that responded are actually truly part of it?
well, how would you, we did verify that they were, so like Indian King could not participate because they don't use this system. If you didn't live in West Whiteland, you couldn't participate. Now, the thing is, how
What
would
is
you
it,
find
International
out, like,
Mumble
is
Night?
it somebody who
Always know. When they go by, they know, up this house never put down a bag of trash.
Yeah.
That is an issue that we came across municipal services multiple times. You were estimated up to 20% of people were not participating.
So you asked the hauler to tell you who never put a bag out?
We could, but, they drive around, they can tell. They
I
know we never get a bag from these areas. Some of you have to watch some of the numbers.
So we do have that flaw.
So, we did look at, made sure that they are part of the program, whether they put out 1 bag, whether they don't put out 1 bag.
That's my only point is some of the people that are responding never contribute to it.
Yeah.
I see.
And that's an issue that we had for many, many years. Like I say, I was on 25 years of this thing. We watched over it, and that was an issue. We kept trying to see how can we get people into it.
So let me get this clear. Let me be clear on this. You're saying that the people that never participated in putting the trash out, they're taking it somewhere else.
Yeah.
So then they have a negative impact on what they want to do because they're not having to pay for a bag and they don't want to pay for a flat fee.
Right.
When they don't want to pay for it, or they're against the bag, that's why they don't do
It
it.
doesn't matter if you're in the township in the program, you have to pay for the fact recycling fee that we.
They still get the recycling fee.
So
That's why we put recycling fee in there.
Yeah.
Because for all the people that were putting recycling out, they're not contributing to it. Because remember, it's a whole
Correct.
system. The
So
whole thing.
we have a flat recycling fee
Right.
from those all residents, so they are part of it. And I know a couple of houses in Lee Transfer. The family doesn't believe in creating trash. They're from Japan. I don't know what they do with their trash, but they do not have trash at all. The only thing they have is recycling. They never have trash. I mean, I'm amazed that
How do they do
they're like,
I want to know, how do they do that?
because
God, does she interrupt
when
every
I was
6
there in the
seconds?
neighborhood, I was talking to them, and they were like, "We never put out trash." And I asked my friend, "It's like, do you?" It says, "Never. They never have trash outside. They only have recycling because that's how they are culturally built.
There are some people that we talked to that said, yeah, my neighbor does, they take it into their office, whatever. So remember, some of those numbers may be from people that are not truly participating.
I see.
You see, 45%, that seemed a little on the high.
But most of
Well, I would think that would be the opposite, don't you think? I mean, if they're not participating, they don't want to spend more money.
Why should they keep hauling it around if they can have someone come to their house and get it?
But if they're not putting any trash out and they're taking it somewhere else, I don't know why they would participate on a 45% where it would be on the 55%,
I
right?
wouldn't want to be part of the system now. Why they do, I couldn't understand before, because we said, why would someone want to be taking trash out all the time? Not that much, it really, because we looked at what the other townships were doing, they're a lot more expensive, and I don't think you're gonna be able to keep it at 130 for any length of time.
No, because
Compare all the other townships around, trash is a heck of a lot more expensive. So I think that 130 number, bit on the low side, and I don't think it would stay there for very long. Again, compare other townships, what we pay for 1 year, some were charging for a quarter.
Yes, and when you drive through West
Yeah, that's
Whiteland,
why I was
you see
concerned with
trash
this.
on the roads. And the reason you see trash on the roads is because the plastic bags
Question, Chris,
break.
about verification. We have the complete address listing of everyone on the pay-as-you-throw, so that was the qualifying question that came in. So all addresses were verified to be on the system, as well as one per household.
Because that was a concern I had, because it's like, we saw that there were a lot of people that, again, they're in the neighborhood, but they never put anything out, so I was concerned
Oh my
about
God, the
them
trash police.
skewing your results.
He's the trash police.
yeah, but
Thank you.
thank you. That one would have been hard.
He's so West Bogan.
This gentleman over here looks like he wanted to say something.
Go ahead, Jenny.
Jenny, can you wait for a second till we finish one here? Okay, please.
Oh, there's one on Zoom, I'm so sorry. Just give us a second.
My name's Eric. Pam, we've talked several times over the last 8 months, and Katie, I talked to just about every week. I physically watch our trash company take non-township bags from people that are paying the trash guys out of pocket. I have a video 2 weeks ago of a trash truck pulling onto my street at 6:30 a.m., taking one residence, and when I tried to chase him down to call him out on it, he blew through stop signs, got rid of me. I called AJ Belowski. I got on a supervisor. I said, what's going on here? You have GPS on these trucks. Find out who this is and why he did it. He said, sir, it's happening all over the place. We're doing the best we can. We have meetings to tell these guys they're not allowed to take bags that are not in township bags. And then he also told me that AJ Belowski does not want these bags because they're extra headaches. The reason they're not firing people is because they can't find drivers and throwers, so they need the guys here. My neighbor hasn't used a township bag in 8 months, and I told Pam that several times. Correct, Pam? I have photos of all his stuff.
That we have
That's
to.
an issue.
We have to.
It's an issue that you're never going to be able to fix, because it's not just my neighbors, it's the entire township. It's happening everywhere. And I'm following it, and they're paying these drivers out of pocket because it saves them money. So,
How could it save you money? Because nobody.
if you throw out a regular white bag, you don't buy a township bag, the only thing you're paying for trash a year is $89. That's it.
You put out one kitchen trash bag. You're
So you
talking
put out as many kitchen trash bags as you want, but you're not buying a bag for $2.50.
How much are you giving the guys?
$20 a month.
The guys will take your trash for 20
$20
bucks
a month. Now, if we could get to the bulletin here, I would like to go through a couple of these points that people are making, because I spoke to the supervisor at AJ Belowski, and I've been very active in this in the last 6 to 8 months. If you can go up where it says, the system encourages recycling and reduces trash in the landfill. So you're saying that we have great recycling in this township?
We do.
That's false. When I spoke to the supervisor, he said people are avoiding using township bags by mixing trash with their recycling.
True.
So when it gets to the plant, the recycling plant, they have to physically pull the white bags out that have trash and take it to the landfill.
So we did visit the recycling plant, and we did talk to the recycling plant owners. They said we are the lowest ones. recycling goes into landfill, rest is all recycled. We did a visit personally on the recycling plant about how they're recycling, how much they're recycling, what they're doing, and they say us that this is the lowest level they are seeing. So
Supervisor AJ Bliski has a different story on where your recycling is actually going. The other problem I have too is I see people taking their food scraps and throwing it in their yards and letting the animals come and eat their food scraps to try to save how many bags they put out in a month. It's disgusting. It's not sanitary. So it shouldn't be happening. And it's happening in this township over these bags. My next issue, I have 5 kids. This program last year cost me almost $500. My mom lives in Westchester. Her quarterly service is $80 a quarter, and she gets to throw out whatever she wants. I called Whitehall. It's another trash company, because they're the only ones that will give me a price, because we're locked out of getting prices because of the program. They say to come to my house and pick up my trash would be $82 a quarter. I can put anything out I want, 1 bulk item a week, and it includes my recycling. You know, this program might be great for the elderly, and I respect my elders greatly, but I'm struggling. My wife lost her job. We have 1 income, 5 kids. I got Christmas coming. I got to keep food on the table. This is one thing that would help families, and it doesn't work for me. I mean, I'm getting ready to sell my house over several issues. But I'm telling you right now, I got video. I'm watching the haulers take non-township bags. So, not gonna lie, they took my non-township bags for probably 6 months.
He should post the videos.
The system's broken. You can't fix it. It's broken.
So we'll have to talk to AJ and
why
find
we're
out.
gonna
We need
change
to.
I have email from AJ Bliski telling them about this. They do nothing about it. And Pam was in one of the emails.
We'll have a meeting with them and we'll make sure that these issues are resolved.
We're looking at changing the bag color, because we have to order new bags. So we're looking at making it so that the bag stands out.
And they can't take
But
it.
if the
Right now,
trash
when
drivers
we asked
take
the
cash,
hauler about that,
it's not
he
going to
said the
solve it.
problem is that our bag is the same color as a contractor bag. So if the guys are moving fast and they're new, they can't take the time to look for the W. So our answer is, well, what if it was a green bag or a blue bag? He said that would make it easier if it didn't match a bag that you buy at Home Depot or wherever.
What are you going to do about the guy that keeps putting out white trash bags and they take it anyway?
Well, that sounds like that's an employee problem with that. And we'll talk
And I
about
talked to
that.
the supervisors. They don't do nothing about it. They're still taking them. I'm done with it. I'm not doing it no more.
A couple months ago, Brian Dunn and I did meet with the team from AJ Blazinski. We brought up these issues. They are addressing them. Sometimes it's performance, sometimes it's new employees, but they do take it very seriously. And so they are proactive, but we will definitely go back again and say, Eric has brought it to our attention again, that's still happening, and they will follow the proactive procedures that
Like I said, I've been talking to Pam for the last 8 months, so it's been going on for 8 months. 2 weeks ago, I talked to the supervisor, but they still came and took the same guy's trash in the white trash bags the last 2 weeks. They're not doing nothing about it. It wasn't even the guy's rat. It's a problem.
Yeah.
The system's broke. It don't work. It's corrupt. It's never going to work. And it's drowning families. I mean, maybe you guys should make West Whiteland a 65 older community. It's not a family community.
I think it's a neighborhood.
It's happening all
My
over.
neighborhood is not all like
You don't have a problem with anything.
So that's all I got to say. It's just,
Okay, thank you.
There goes the audio.
You can video this.
Go ahead. Joe, go ahead. Let's finish here and then we can go
Can
on.
you hear me now?
Ginny, we have, okay. There's Joe Urshely here who wants to talk. Ginny?
Yes, thank you.
I'm sorry, are you? I'm sorry, are you
Ginny, can
calling
you
on
hold
me
on?
now?
Can you hold on for a second?
Sure, yeah.
Thank you.
This system, it's not going to be perfect. The person that's
not paying for their trash now, it's not at the curb, as Chris said, they're gonna take it to work. The price is only gonna go up. So later on, they're still gonna take it to work. I'm sympathetic to what you're saying. But when I worked here, we went out and checked. We found 10 or 12% of the people did not put trash out. We don't know where it went, but we can check.
Oh my God, the trash police, former employees.
6 consecutive weeks. We did it throughout the township. So there are people that cheat, but no system's going to be perfect. None. But
oh my God, Tammany Hall.
This system, it's the most fair system there is. The more you use, the more you pay. Local government, there's not many things that we charge that are charged by the local government that are that fair. You pay your taxes. No kids in school, but you're still paying school taxes. You got our sewer. It's a flat fee. It's difficult in West Whiteland, but it's a flat fee. Everybody's paying the same whether you have 5 kids or no kids. System is fair. It's the least expensive for the taxpayer. You've proven that with your numbers. It's also the right thing to do environmentally.
Oh, okay, because plastic is environmentally friendly.
It's just the right thing. At a past meeting, we heard that 90% of our recycling material, 90% gets sold. That means somebody is buying it is going to use it for something. That's pretty good. And we've historically been the highest percentage of recycling, per resident in the county. Or I shouldn't say county, I should say in the